Hello guys, and welcome to episode 35 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as Brasilia using the Purity Affinity. And today we have lots of production choices to start us off, so let's get on with those. Let's get a mass digester in Ciudadela, may as well. At Santo Adrio we'll get a grow lab. At Fiel we will get a civil creche, or network even. At Central, let's work on some trade convoys, because I definitely need a lot of those at the moment. We can launch this solar collector over Central and boost our energy a bit more, because why not? Can I get out of the orbital view? Thank you very much. At Freeland, we can work on a trade convoy as well. Gonna need a lot of them, like I said. And we'll do the same at Berat, another trade convoy. At Stanimir, same. All these new settlements I've taken over all need trade routes, so I may as well invest in this. Although Infidel, we'll get a Gaian well first. At Svatoy, we need to get the gene smelter. Look at this, plus 21 health. I knew I'd get there eventually, and we did in the end. I did promise that we would get positive health by the end of the playthrough, and we did. Let's make this True Lev Destroyer disciplined. Let's see how much damage we do to this city once this is disciplined as well. So let's attack it with every range unit that is currently in range. This might take a couple of turns. Gonna move that one up there. Need that Devastator right next to Liqueur. This one needs to fortify until healed. And I don't think my ground forces do enough damage really to take over Liqueur in this turn. It still has 87 hit points. Let's just defend Prosperity. I can actually annex that now because I don't need it to attack the enemy at the moment. That resistance is going to cause my health to decrease for a while, but no big deal. Let's send this Lev tank across the tile, and we can use that to shoot down this solar collector. We have some units heading towards Kavithan right now, and that's going to be our next target. My Dragoon did get destroyed, but Liqueur is ours in the next turn.
What is best for the shareholders of the American Reclamation Corporation? That's what's best for you.
Synergetics. And the technology that reminds us of the American Reclamation Corporation, who are now no longer on this world. But this gives us access to the microbial well, the organ printer, and the armor sale. Need to get some supremacy affinity as well by the looks of things to make use of some of these buildings. Let's get a mass digester in Central. Actually, I need to work on another trade convoy actually, don't I? In Rangi we'll work on another trade convoy as well. Let's just check I can actually place these places first. Yeah, look at that. So many trade routes open that we can utilize. Let's just work out how many I need. Actually, that probably would make a difference. Oh, we can use this one from Berat itself. So we will send that to Mandira for now. when I go to war with Kavithan, I'm going to have to change so many trade convoys. It's going to be ridiculous. Not even sure if I need all this extra energy. I guess I kind of do. I can just buy units instead of producing them. Now we can move the Lev Destroyer next to this solar collector and destroy that. This Devastator is not even going to be in range of Liqueur until we take it over, so let's just hit Liqueur this turn with everything we got. And we can take it over with the Dragoon. Going to annex a city. That actually put us to negative health again. What a shame. Let's get ecoscaping. That's going to give us so many good things. Extra food, production and culture from terrascape improvements, and we have a lot of them. Now only 2 more virtues we need until we get the tier 3 synergy bonus. So what I'm going to get is Nature's Bounty and Joy from Variety, and we get the extra health from that as well. It's going to be great. Now at Pembella, let's get a trade convoy here. We'll keep building trade convoys. Nope, we don't want a settler. Oh, I did choose a trade convoy. I thought I accidentally chose a colonist. Get a trade convoy there for our research. Not really anything particular I want to work on now. Let's get human conservation. In Liqueur, we will work on a clinic once we can. And this Warden, can I move that to take out this solar collector? I don't think that can actually attack these orbital units. This Lev Destroyer can't as well. It's really quite frustrating. Let's peace out with the Franco-Iberians.
Cela ne nous amuse pas.
Maybe they'll give me some more settlements. Do I actually want them? Probably not. Let's just tell it to give me all our science per turn and stuff. Let's see if that works.
Au contraire.
No? What about just energy per turn? Nope.
Certainement pas.
Well, we'll just get white peace. That will do. So they only have 2 settlements left. And we've got their capital. So we own 4 capitals. We need to control 3 more. That's Megan, Mandira and Tiangong. And we will have won the game. So it seems that we can start moving our troops down to Xerxes. Gonna take a while for them all to get there, I think. Well, it's like 7 turns or so. It's not actually that long. Especially once we'll be skipping the turns. Not even looking at them, just sort of letting them all come down here. We can sort out where exactly they're going to go once they get there. Now what I find quite crazy is how many tiles the Liqueur has expanded. You can see up here in the top left. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles away from Liqueur. I have no idea how the AI do that. It's pretty mental. Now you can see that Liqueur has as much expansion as it can get. So no idea why these are tiled over. Because that's even out of range of like Brasilia. Anyway, no more attacks to worry about. And no intrigue to worry about. So yeah, we can just move on to the next turn, I think. After we move this Centurion. We're going to have a lot of trade convoys to sort out in the next few turns or so. And what I also need to do is get a couple more military units, because we did lose quite a few dragoons in that last war. I can just build them again. It's no worries. I have plenty of energy to just buy them. And Yuri is now working on its Kalenik, so hopefully we'll complete that soon. So let's select Xerxes and we'll purchase a Dragoon here. The trade convoy that was built can establish a trade with Mandira. At Central, we'll get another trade convoy built. Same at Freeland and Rangi and Pembella. At Masego, let's get a biofactory. And at Berat, you can work on the civil crash now. At Stanimir, the microbio well. We'll upgrade the Dragoon and send him toward Xerxes. So let's establish trade with Tiangong. Probably best that I do that with all the new trade routes. Just trade with the Palasians, because they are going to be the last nation I attack. We're going to change this one to Xerxes. And this one can change to Masego. And this one can change to Mava. It's time to bring all the True Lev destroyers down. The African Union is going to be really easy to attack because of all the flat land. You can see it's actually quicker to scroll left around the world to get to Xerxes now. But they have to travel right around the world. Trade convoy from Berat. Start trading with Tiangong. From Stanimir, we can do the same. And all this energy that's now coming in from these new trade routes is probably just going to go towards more terrascaping. That's the great thing. And now the terrascaping actually gives us 3 food, 3 production, and 3 culture. That's why we're bringing in 680 culture per turn. Only 7 turns into our next virtue. That's everything done for this turn. Intrigue level reduced to 2, thank God. It was almost at 4. It would be interesting if these Earthling settlements actually developed into cities over time. But they don't. They're just kind of sitting there, useless. Let's make this trade route go to Tiangong. And we'll choose production in Dorado, which shall be to get a microbial well, and at Freeland we will get a microbial well as well, and at Seric the field reactor. At Uria, the gene garden, of course. Actually, we can work on a farmer lab first. Add that to the queue so that it works on the Gene Garden after. Lev tank can move over here. Now the other thing I need to be worried about is the fact that Kavithan might get ideas about attacking Istochnik, which I don't have defended at the moment. So maybe I can send a Devastator down there. Let's select this Devastator and put it on Istochnik to defend it. We can actually buy our second Dragoon there as well, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to move over these tiles. This can trade with Neotin. Literally just going to trade with the Pan-Asians from now on, from pretty much every city. And we'll move this Dragoon off the city and sleep it, because it's going to take a while until all my units get in position. Trade with Tiangong from Mava. And we're over 200 energy per turn. So that's really nice. We can actually send this trade route to Citadella. Citadella doesn't even have all its trade routes yet because it's has such a high population. It can have 3 trade routes. Prosperity pretty much just starved. There was like 22 population in Prosperity, but they starved for whatever reason. I think it's because when I take it over, it takes away the trade, and if the other nations are using trade to keep up their city's food, then when I take it away, they starve immediately. Now, was this Devastator I sent to Istochnik? I don't think it was. However, it might have been, because now the Dragoon is on the tile. Yeah, it might have cancelled its order. Right, that is all. We're on turn 426 now. It's the furthest I've been into any campaign I've played on this game so far. You can pretty much see the outcome. All you have to do is look at the minimap in the top right to see how well I'm doing. Maybe this victory, like the Domination victory, should be based on land mass rather than holding all the capitals, because holding all the capitals is so annoying. Maybe that is why it's the victory condition. Trade with Neotin from Rangi. Let's continue to build trade convoys. Going to build them basically everywhere that can build them in one turn. At Harta, we'll work on a microbial well. And at Rangi, we can get a Xenofuel plant. At Jimboomba, we'll get a microbial well as well. And the same in Pembella. At Fidel, the same. And let's sort out these trade routes. So we'll send one to Rahi. We'll send one to Serik. It doesn't look like we need many more. This one can trade with Tiangong. And that will do for this turn. I think we maybe need about 6 more trade convoys. Our health will boost so much once we get rid of the rest of the martial law in the settlements I currently own.
Torgowlia opiera nie na potrzebach, a na sprawiedliwości.
We'll accept more favors from the Slavs. And how's the victories going? Kavithan still hasn't settled any of her refugees. General Vadim Kozlov hasn't built his beacon back up. Samatar Jamabar hasn't built his warp gate yet. And, well, I don't think the Franco-Iberians are going to be building that mine flower anytime soon, since I just took away their 3 best settlements. But Ciudadela, that can build another trade convoy, same at Santo Adrio, and the same at Boa Esperanza, and I think that's going to be all of the trade convoys I need, so I'm now going to work on other stuff. In Fiel, we will get the microbial well. At Axiom, the same. Central, the mass digester. At Rahi, the feed site hub, I'm feeling. Actually, we'll get an auto plant first. And New Hope. Let's get a microbial well as well. So you can see this is using up all my Xenomass. That's fine. Let's get an Olean Preserve in Granex too. Then we can get a feed site hub. We can trade from Rahi to Tiangong. And we can move the one from Ciudadela here to Seric. This one can trade with Tiangong. We have a second one there waiting to be sent off. This one can be sent to Gran Exito. And this one can be sent to Fidel. This one needs to go to Fidel as well. And now I scroll down, I actually see even more cities that need trade convoys. So this Dragoon's pretty much in the right position, let's just sleep him there. And he can defend against Kavitha near Isachiknik, whilst we attack from the left side from Xerxes. It's good that Kavitha is still attacking the African Union, because they must have killed off a lot of their units. What's going on here? Like, can you see this like effect coming in? What is that? Really strange. Like asteroids coming out of the sky and hitting the enemy units. You can see some of my units have made it all the way over now. We can send this one from Boa Esperanza to Uzbek. The one at Santo Adrio can go to Uzbek as well. This one can go to Isachiknik. This can start trading with Tiangong. This one can go to Niatin. This one can go to Tiangong. This one to Niatin. So I wasn't lying about having to set up a lot of trade convoys. I'm probably going to have to do a bit more as well. So we'll build another one in Ciudadela, another one in Santo Adrio, and another one in Manuel. We'll get one in Boa Esperanza as well, and that should be all. Because originally I planned for a few less than I actually needed. But I think I will have enough now. Let's get a laboratory in Bordadura. And at Circe we will get a microbial mine. At Pobeda, we can work on the Soma distillery, I think. And a Isachiknik. Maybe we should get the armor sale here. City suffers 50% less damage from ranged attacks. It's a wonder And that will help Istochnik survive against the attack from Kavithan. Might be worth doing. I think it would take a bit too long though, so let's work on a Terravolt instead. We have a lot of defensive buildings there anyway. Move this Dragoon on. My unit's slowly coming to the front lines near the African Union. Three turns until my next virtue. Let's move on to the next turn. So the Predator's now attacking Ion. That's the other thing I need to do actually, is move my Predators down to Xerxes. Yeah, look at this attack coming in. It's really weird. I don't know where that's coming from. It must be like some sort of bugged animation. African Union trying to do as much damage as they can in return. This war has literally been going on for over 100 turns. But anyway, with that being the end of the turn, and us moving on to the next one, it has unfortunately been my time. So, we are going to have to leave it there. We'll set up the rest of my trade convoys, we'll choose the new productions, and we'll set up the rest of my troops in the next episode. But that's all for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.